The biggest little city in the world, Reno, Nevada, and one of the great venues, Mackey Stadium. Early season momentum at stake here as we have a Week 2 clash here on EA Sports College Football. And the Dukes headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The Nevada Wolfpack offense heads out, and they'll have the ball first. And we take a look at a guy who didn't burn up the recruiting rankings, but man, is he being productive. They want him to take care of the ball, do the dirty work, be good in pass pro, and make plays when he has a chance.
Well, he's a very special talent at running back, and in the future it'll be interesting to see if he sticks around. Obviously.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And I think this offense was looking for a reason to ignite the whole crowd, coming out on first down, throwing the football, but the defense was ready. Nice job getting to the quarterback, making a big sack on the first play of the game.
That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Nevada going quickly. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Hit as he throws. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Nevada will be forced to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Makes the catch at the 30. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Dukes offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. But Jesse, it's always fun to see a guy who's been challenged, see if he can answer the bell and get things done.
Well, we talked to him this week, and he knows that people are out there questioning him. I think that leaves a big chip on his shoulder, David. He wants to prove to the entire college football world he's got what it takes to win this football game. This is a big test for him.
And here's the thing. Proving it is one thing, Jesse, but it's not about you. And this is it.
Turning it on! And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
Great heads-up awareness by the cornerback on that play. He saw the receiver get the ball. He shot downhill and made a nice tackle.
They've got a third down and manageable from right around midfield. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Love the play call here, and love the decision to go RPO on fourth down. You're giving yourself options, but right here, you're just trusting in your offensive line and your running back to go get you the first down. Well done.
Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. He'll pull it down. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Got his man out of the backfield. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Dukes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the shotgun, the inside give. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, the running back did a nice job there, keeping his feet moving. He was able to drag some defenders with him to get that first down.
And the Dukes with the 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Sets up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
The Dukes have taken it inside the 20. A run for the quarterback. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And this offense, I don't think this is going to be a surprise. I think the offense is going to stay on the field. You've already seen it once on this drive, and they've already been successful. You know how hard it is to defend when there's an extra down?
Converts on 4th down. Still going. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Dukes!
Defense has got to do a better job of corralling this wide receiver. They've got to know where he lines up each and every play. And then once he has the ball, they have to play with a sense of urgency and get hats to the football. He's just way too dangerous in the open field.
He'll bring it out. It's Turner. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Breaks into the open. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Nevada going quickly.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Off the RPO, complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Running inside, it's Turner. Tackled at the 45 after the 5-yard play. It's enough for the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Under fire. It's complete. Lots of running room, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Nevada!
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls, and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. Give to the back.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain. No harm, no foul.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Might as well stick with him. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
It's been a tale of two drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow, allowed a touchdown on the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit and let's keep going.
Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7. Nevada going quickly. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. James Madison sends the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Back to pass. Finds his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. He wants to change this route. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Right on the money. And the defense finally able to corral him at the 45. That will move the chains. The Dukes are marching down the field. To the air on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
Dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They'll move the wide receiver. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. Now the Wolfpack will use the first of their timeouts. And with the clock stopped, they can get their thoughts together to call this play after picking up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Fires downfield. Grabbed in the middle. It's Givens. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. New set of downs after the completion. Quarterback keeps it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Nevada. That's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Unloads it left. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Never a good time for a turnover, but it always seems a little worse when you're about to knock on the door of the end zone.
No doubt about it. And it's this area of the field, Reese, where your execution really has to be great. Because down in the red zone, the windows to throw into for a quarterback, they're smaller and they close a lot quicker. So you really have to be on the same page as your wide receiver. And that time, the offense and the QB simply were not.
And the Dukes can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Coleman. Unloads to the right. And his first pass is incomplete.
Well, that's disappointing for the offense because that's a play that you rep all week long in practice. You should be able to hit that one no problem. And the QB receiver couldn't come up with a completion.
The offense changing the play. They'll try to get the first through the air. What a play to set him up. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Wolfpack. A pick 6.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. On the run from inside his own 5. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. We begin with Arizona State taking on the number 7 team, the Texas A&M Aggies.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. As we start the second half, Holly, what adjustments do these teams want to make?
The Duke's head coach told me at the half they have got to consider what they should do here in the second half. Their young quarterback, getting the first start of his career, has struggled here in the first half. They have some decisions to make. I will keep you posted as to the conversations and what I'm seeing on the sideline about how they handle this young player moving forward. Guys?
Appreciate that, Holly. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Trying to impose their will with the run. Maybe some room here. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Oh, he's got some space.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
After run, now throw. Makes the grab on the left. Knocked down after a short game, but enough to move those chains. The Dukes come to the line in the hurry-up. You can hand it to him, you can throw it to him. Either way, he's making his presence felt.
Those are your favorite plays, Reese, the him plays, right? Finding ways to get him the ball because he can make plays, whether it's running or receiving out of the backfield. They're going to continue to highlight this guy.
And the Dukes getting set on 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the counter play. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. The give out of the gun. He came flying up from his free safety position and stopped him well short. In fact, he'll be about 3 yards behind the marker, and it's 4th down. The Dukes will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. Maybe he's hoping for a generous spot, but he didn't get there. A yard short, and the defense gets the stop. The Wolfpack offense comes out ready to start this drive. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. Let's see if they can create some space. Oh, that's going to be a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. Here comes the Dukes offense, and we'll see what they have schemed up. They'll run it out of the shotgun. There he goes. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. And they got the completion, but no yards. Now they need to go forward to avoid a 3rd and long. To the air on 2nd down. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Might be calling a hot route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Zings it complete to the right. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st.
And that's really good tackling by this defense, man. 3rd down, understanding the sticks. And what you got to do is break on the football. That drag route comes open. He sees him. He throws it. Man, it does not stay open long because they break on the football with great tackling and force the 4th down.
Trying to keep the drive alive. Good job there to pick up the 1st down. They'll spot the ball at the 36. That's a good spot on the field to go for it. Really, everything to gain and not much to lose.
Yeah, and most coaches discuss or know pregame warm-ups how far their kickers can kick it. Do I have a boot to even consider this? But I think you want to stay aggressive regardless and go try to get extra points.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Back to pass. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains. We've reached the end of the quarter, and it's Nevada holding the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They go back to work with the 1st down in the final period of this one. They'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. That screen pass just never had a chance to get going, and the defense wrecked it from the start.
And you assume on a screenplay you're going to get something positive, something decent. That was absolutely awful. There was nowhere to go, no room for the running back to make a play. That offense needs to execute that a lot better.
They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Out of the gun to give to the back. He gets awfully close to the 1st down, but I think he's going to be just a hair short.
Yeah, and a nice effort by the running back. Way to get some positive yards. Nice play call. Still short, though, right? Now it's 4th and short. Decision time. It's not a decision. You're going for it. But what play do you want to run to go for?
And they'll make the tackle for no gain, get the stop, and get the ball back. They've got a 1st down here. What a start it's been to this season. We've got a great game here. Close ball game, 4th quarter. Couldn't ask for anything more.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Tight end finds a soft spot. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. They finally get to him, and what a play there to pick up the first down. Nevada going quickly.
You know what's interesting? At this point of the game, with the lead in the fourth quarter, the defense is expecting them to run the ball, and because they're putting so many guys close to the line of scrimmage, they're taking advantage, throwing it 2 straight completions now back-to-back.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
The run inside. It's Turner. Jumped on top of the pile. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. And now, deep in the fourth quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Tackle is made at the 22, but a nice 10-yard pickup there.
I love the play call running the football here in the fourth quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking.
Got a little grass. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Dukes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Getting late, pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. Just feeds the running back. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Fires to the big fella. Knocking him down to stop him short of picking up that first down. Quickly out to the tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. With 1:52 seconds left, the defense will use a timeout trying to get the football back. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Hand off for Brown. Turning it on. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Wolfpack. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And a lot of times football, man, it's just about confidence and feeling good and getting in a rhythm. That's not what this offense has done all day. And now in a moment where you need it, you got...
Snags it, and there's running room. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Hauls it in. And it took the defense a bit to get a handle on him. A little slippery with all those juke moves. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing and going fast.
And sometimes you see great shooters, and they get on fire, and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
It's complete. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. From the red zone, looking for a man. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. Looking for more room. Takes the pick back to the 32-yard line, and now this offense will be in business. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Takes it the other way. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.